And I've already made my picks for who I think, will win each round, who will go all the way. And let me just tell you now, I'm a huge Duke fan. Not a lot of people like Duke. People love to hate Duke. Duke is like the team people love to hate. But whatever, I live in Durham, North Carolina. I'm in Durham, North Carolina right now. I'm a Duke fan, definitely a diehard Duke fan at that. Like, I get so pissed off when we lose a game. But anyway, okay. So I made my predictions. I'm going to help you make yours. But first, let's just get a little brief background going on. All right. So right now, the number one seeds has been chosen by the selection committee for the overall number one seed in the NCAA tournament is okay. Now consider the draw. Both teams that defeated the Jayhawks, Tennessee and Oklahoma State, are in the Midwest. Yes. One could possibly emerge to challenge Kansas in the regional final, but the harder task might be having to stay Michigan State and yeah, sorry. So yeah, anyway, but anyway, the harder task might be having to try and slay Michigan State and Ohio back to back. With games in St. Louis in order to get to Indianapolis, which is of course where the final of the tournament is held, or whatever. But Kansas is the most talented team in the bracket, but it isn't going to be easy for them. So here's three storylines for Kansas. The biggest disappointment in Knoxville since Lane Kiffin left town. Tennessee's world for beating number one Kansas and number two Kentucky this season was number six in a brutal draw. The Vols get a first round game against San Diego State. If they win that, a big if, they have to beat Greg Monroe and Georgetown to get to the regional. Good luck with all of that, Vols. Number two, pedigree. The Midwest is loaded with with 8 Final Four coaches. Four of those who have actually won a national title. Number three, two words, Evan Turner. The hottest player in the regional and the national player of the year. You know, will he stay high on the team with a great coach, that matter, and all the pieces? But the Midwest regional picks who will win, Kansas, too tall, too fast, too good. It will take a bad day by at least two McDonald's All Americans to doom this deep squad. And hmm, a lot of people are rooting for Kansas, but their best reputation. The program's eighth number one seed since 1979. It's best basketball really with the best players, arguably the best coach, and the power broker AD Lou Perkins and his entourage don't cross these guys. I have to admit, I am a huge Duke fan, but I'm a little afraid of Kansas. I really don't want them to win. I might go crazy, but I just don't see them honestly getting beat by anybody. Hopefully, Ohio State or somebody can make it in there and beat the crap out of them. But maybe not. Okay, yeah, that's that. And the number two of the number one seeds in the NCAA tournament is, drumroll please, psych, Kentucky. I just want to say this: Wake Forest started off their season really good. I thought they were gonna beat us, Duke, but they didn't. And by the end, they ended up kind of sucking. Though I was pretty happy about that. But something will go wrong. It always does for Cal, who is chasing that first national championship. It will be a privilege to witness it. Yes, down with the Wildcats. Okay, so here's the three storylines for UK. Alright, Big Blue. Let's face it, anything short of national championship is a failure. I tried to make myself clear above, but the thought just hit me again. Kentucky is not only favorite to win, this region in the Commonwealth, it has to win it all. Number 2, can the Mountaineers keep climbing? They've won 6 in a row. And AI, including the Big East Tournament to become one of the highest teams in the bracket. Everything's come together once again for Bob Huggins. Number 3, Texas Troubles. This is starting 17-0 and getting to number 1. Texas won 6-9 and had dropped a dreaded 8-9 game with Wake Forest. Rick Barnes had second best talent in the Big 12, but something went very, very wrong in the second half of the season. Yeah, it just went boom. Kentucky's really good. I like Kentucky, but I don't see them winning a national championship this year. Sorry. And now it is an honor for me to present the number 3 of the number 1 seeds in the NCAA Tournament, and that would be the almighty Duke Blue Devils. Yeah. Nothing is intentional with the NCAA Tournament Selection Committee. Nothing ever is. But just saying that with a straight face, I'm also saying this with a straight face. The Selection Committee unintentionally gave Duke a free pass into the Elite Eight. Yes. From there, the Blue Devils are under but for the first rounds, Duke was given a glorious road that will funnel the Blue Devils directly into the South Regional title game. But they might just run into one of Coach Mike Krzyzewski's nightmares, a former assistant coach at Duke. His name, Mike Bray, and he coaches Notre Dame. Notre Dame is also a really good team. I just want to point that out. Notre Dame is another startling facet about the South Region. A few weeks ago, Notre Dame was a bubble team in all sorts of trouble with the star for Lou Haragandy out for the season. We all thought it was knee bruise. Haragandy eventually came back, albeit in something well below 100%, and Notre Dame kept on winning. So here are the 3 storylines for Duke. Okay, number 1, Duke will win. Number 2, Duke will win. Number 3, Duke better win. Come on. Yeah, but we're really good this year. We have the trio, John Shire, Carlson, and Nolan Smith. We also have Brian Zubek, who's been incredibly stepping it up as a senior. Of course, he's been amazing. I'm really proud of us this year, and I think we'll go far. But last and not least, I guess, is the number 4 of the number 1 seeds in the NCAA Tournament, and that will be the Syracuse Orange. What kind of mascot is an orange? Huh? Anyway, a lot will be said about this, or should be said about this, but I can't stay away from it. Syracuse got the number 1 seed in the West Regional over West Virginia. Really? Emailers, I know Syracuse beat West Virginia head-to-head. They played one time. Syracuse won by 1 point at West Virginia. It was in January when Syracuse was playing its best basketball of the season, but in the last few weeks, Syracuse has slipped home with a 4-3 record. No good. Losing its first game in the Big East Tournament and an injured center. West Virginia, meanwhile, has a win against fellow number 2 seed Ohio State, and won its last 6 games, including the Big East title, but Selection Committee with Syracuse and a struggling, hurting team. Yeah, so be sure to stay tuned and look out for my next video coming really soon about my bracket predictions. And a couple of games may have already been played, but still my early bracket.